my name is Marissa and I'm from the Manchester Volcanology and Earth and Solar System groups at the University of Manchester. Today I'm going to be doing a demonstration of an experiment called the Mantle in a bottle. So to explain a bit of the science behind the experiment first, the Earth is split into lots of different layers. So I've drawn a little picture here to show that. So if you imagine the Earth as a big sphere and you chopped that in half, you'd be able to see these different layers here. So going from the inside outwards, first of all you have the inner core, which is made of solid metal like iron and nickel, and this core is very hot. It's around 5,500 degrees C, which is a lot hotter than, say, boiling water, which is only around 100 degrees C. Next we have the outer core, which is again just in the centre of the Earth, and it's still very, very hot, but it's molten instead. So instead of being solid metal, it flows like liquid. Next, all around the core we have the mantle, which is the thickest layer of the Earth's structure. And the mantle, it flows very, very slowly over the course of millions of years. So it's semi-molten, and one of the cool processes that happens here is a process called convection, which is represented by these arrows here. So heat from the hot core is transferred to the surface by the flowing semi-molten mantle, and then when it reaches this layer here, it flows back downwards to form a convection cell. So that's what we're going to be doing as our experiment today. And then the final layer is the crust, which surrounds the whole Earth, a bit like orange peel, and that's the solid bit of Earth that we're stood on right now. So now on to the equipment that you will need to do this experiment. It's very easy. You'll only need things that you could find in your kitchen. So first of all, we have an empty 2-litre plastic bottle. I've taken the label off here and just emptied it out of any lemonade or anything that was in it beforehand. Next, you'll need some oil. I've got some vegetable oil here. Then I also have a jug with about 1 litre of water in. You'll also need some food colouring. Here I've gone for red. And finally, you will need an effervescent tablet. So here I've got some AlkaSeltzer. So now on to the experiment. Your first step will be to add your water into your big plastic bottle. If you need help with this, I'd advise getting an adult to help you pour the water in so you don't get any spills, and also doing it over a sink. So once you've done that, your clear plastic bottle should be about half full. The second step is to add about a spoon, a few drops of your red food colouring to your bottle of water. So it is important to say that while you're doing this experiment, please do not drink or eat any of the ingredients that we're using today. So after that step, you should have some nice colourful water going on there. You can give it a bit of a swirl if you want to. The third step of the experiment is to top up your bottle with some oil. So we've got this about half full now. We want to add maybe a couple of 100 mils of oil to take the bottle up to about here. Lovely. Now, as you can see, water and oil have different densities. So the water will sit at the bottom, whereas the oil will float to the top. So if you just wait a couple of minutes, you should get 2 nice layers of water and oil. And while you're waiting for the layers to separate, just pop the lid on your bottle so nothing spills. And then the final step of the experiment is to add your AlkaSeltzer tablet. So again, please don't eat this, and make sure you've got a grown-up around to help you with this. So if you just take the tablet out and just break it gently into a couple of pieces. And make sure to wash your hands after handling the tablet. So the final step of the experiment is to add your AlkaSeltzer to the bottle. I advise that you pop the lid onto your bottle just to make sure it doesn't spill or fall over while it's fizzing away. So here you'll be able to see some pockets of water and oil mixing up together. You'll see bits rising up and then slowly falling down again, just like the Earth's mantle.